Hi, my friends. Today is November 24th. It's my best friend's birthday. Happy birthday, Dana. And welcome all of you to this beaded life. I just got back from church and I really wanted to dig back into Bargain Bead boxes, Boughs and Berries. And one of the most things I get requests for are lariat necklaces all the time, all the time. And I absolutely love a lariat necklace. You guys know I love them. They're wonderful. They're great for gift giving because it's one size fits all. So today we are going to make a Christmassy lariat necklace and we're going to be using the Doughnut. I just so happen to be very lucky that my Doughnut is very evergreenish. So very lucky for that. And we're going to have a good time and make something very festive. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I have quite a conglomeration of things here. Most of the things you see here are from the Bargain Bead box, Boughs and Berries, like all the beads except for these big silver ones. These came from my stash. I have things to end for the ends of our necklace. I have a head pin, an eye pin, and several head pins. I have 6 pieces of the chain that came in the box, cut into 2-inch lengths. I have a couple of the Holly Berry charms. I have a couple snowflake spacer beads from last year's Christmas box or winter box. I have one head pin that's head pin, bead cap that is like a cone shape, a little bit larger than what came in the box. So I have one of these. And I also have a bunch of these bead caps for 10mm beads, which we'll be using for the white ones. These came from Bargain Bead box or Bead Box Bargain's sister store last year, I believe I got them, or the year prior to that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our Doughnut. And I know several of you have seen me do this in the past. We're going to use these little frosty beads, and I think these will be small enough. If not, I will go grab some seed beads from my stash, but I really wanted to try to stick to the box as much as I possibly could, since I know there's so many of you who get the box. So trying to stick with it as much as I can. And what I'm hoping is that this will fit through there. The only problem is I have to make sure something will be able to slide through there pretty easily. So you know what, I think I am going to get some seed beads. So hold on one second and I'll be right back. Okay, I went and grabbed some little red seed beads that I had in my stash, and we're just going to use those. If you hear some noise in the background, it's Cheeto trying to claw on my fabric bins that I have in my storage unit thing behind me. He's trying to open them and he wants to crawl inside. So that's what he does. That's what he likes to do. So if you hear that weird noise, that's what it is. It's him. All right, so we are going to string on a bunch of these seed beads. I need it to be small so that it fits close to our Doughnut, okay? And since we are using some red in this, it'll be perfect for that. So let's just keep stringing this on. All these little seed beads, as many as we need. Oops. Of course, you can attach this Doughnut in many other ways. I just wanted it to kind of still, I wanted to use the red or something white or something to kind of like tie into what we are making. All right. Do you want out, Cheeto? Of course you do, buddy. Of course you do. All right, looks like we need a couple more. All right, and then we're going to very carefully grab our long end. We're going to put this crimp on there. It's one of the crimp stoppers. We're going to put one of those on, and it'll fit over both pieces. And just make sure you don't get your wires crossed, because it will make a difference. Oop. Cheeto, you can just hold on a second, buddy. It's not life or death, I promise. He probably doesn't agree with me. He's like, my little sister is out there and I have to play with her. That's exactly what he's saying. He wants to run amok. Boy, I tell you, last night, they must have eaten everything in sight. Their dry food was full when I got home. When I went to bed. I woke up this morning, it was empty, and they were mad because we slept through breakfast time. Breakfast time for them during the week is roughly around 3:30 in the morning, because that's when Shane first gets up for work. And it was 5:30 when I got up, and they were not happy with me or anyone else. So we let you out. Come on. You gonna go play with your sister? Oh, now your sister wants in. Okay. Do you guys know what you're doing? Chino, you want to come in? Okay. I'm just going to close the door just a little bit to see if he wants to end up coming back in. All right, so now that we have that on there, let's go ahead and just put just another one or two of these seed beads on. And then I'm just going to scoot those aside, and maybe we'll use them throughout the rest of the design. Maybe we won't. I don't know yet. All right, so we're just going to scoot those out of the way. And because this lariat is kind of has like two pendants in a way, you have the one that it goes through, and then you have your end. We are going to go ahead and make the end, but we're not going to attach yet because we need to bead. But I like to get the things done that usually take a little bit longer. So how we're going to do that is we are going to put our eye pin. Oh, let's use a little bead right here. We're going to put this on our eye pin, just like that. Oh, you know what? We need to go the other way. What am I thinking? Right here. But we're not going to close it all the way. So what we need to do first is put all of these little chains on the end here. So that's why I have this eye pin. So let's open that up. Are you coming in? Come on. Come on, in or out? Let's go. Come on, Cheeto. Hold on, guys. My apologies. My cats are crazy. All right, and we're gonna fit on these pieces of chain. And I'm thinking we should be able to get all 6 on the bottom of this eye pin. But if not, it's okay. We don't need to put all 6 on. So I gotta tell you a funny story about the chain. So those of you who remember when I did my unboxing, I was missing my chain, and it was the first time I've ever missed anything from the box. So when I emailed them, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it's really not a big deal. So I just wanted to be able to have the complete box. So they sent the chain out, and they sent me some little crimp beads too. And I thought that was so nice of them. It was so, so nice. And they got it sent out right away. And so I didn't really even have to wait on my chain. It was really nice. They really have the best customer service I've ever seen for any company. And I'm sure that's something they take major pride on, is having good customer service. All right, so this is what our other end is going to look like after it passes through. This will prevent it from going all the way back through. So you can just open up your necklace and put it on and so forth. So we're gonna go ahead and put this little white one right on top here, like that. And let's go ahead and make our simple loop with it. And then we're gonna save this because this is a huge piece, and we can make another eye pin out of that. So that's what we'll end up doing with that. Got my cutters. There we go, let's save that. And let's make our eye pin. There we go. There's our little simple loop. And then we're going to just set that one aside because we will embellish the bottom when we're all done, okay? So I'm just going to put all that aside because now we need to work on stringing and how we want to see this happen. All right, so I did use some seed beads here, and we have started with the red. And I think what I want to do is we have only 2 of these green ones. We have 6 of those red ones. And we have a ton of the gemstones, all the different sizes. So plus we still have some little spacers that came in the set. So let's start with this white. Start with this one of these spacers. I hear you. What are you doing? And then let's do one of these little white ones. And then let's do, how about we do one of these red. I'm just thinking, I'm looking at my stuff and thinking. All right, so let's do that. And then I think what we'll do is we'll do one of these smaller green ones. Are you being goofy? If you guys hear that bag, I'm so sorry. You know, my house is not a very quiet home, and it's wonderful, but it's not a very quiet home. All right, so then next let's go with this bead cap. And let's go with one of these big, pretty mermaid beads. That fits over that really nice. And I wanted something, I picked these bead caps, one, because they're really large, and 2, they kind of remind me of a wreath in a way. And they fit nice over our big mermaid style beads. So that's why I picked those. And then let's do one of these green ones. Let's do another one of these with our bead cap. And then we'll do a small green, a small red, small white, and then a spacer like that. And then what we'll do, because we have very limited some of these other pieces, we'll do one of these big silver spacers. Really want to draw in a lot of silver. We'll do one of these really big, pretty sparkly ones, and another silver spacer, or a silver 8mm bead anyway. There we go. All right, let's take a look and see what we have so far. Okay, yes, I like this. This is going to be very festive, very fun to wear, and it'll probably be the thing I'm wearing on Christmas Day. All right, then we can just start our pattern over. So we have this little spacer. We're going to do the little white one, the red, green, bead cap. What's nice about these is once you figure out how you want to string it, it goes by pretty quickly because you're just doing a bunch of stringing. It makes it so easy and actually like really fun to make. It's not, you're not sitting here kind of like grueling over things. And once you get your colors picked out and how you kind of want to have them on there, then it just seems to work out really, really nice. All right, so now we're ending this one. So we're gonna use that little spacer. I'm gonna use one of these big silver ones. But this time we're gonna use one of these big, giant green ones. These are so cute. And then back to our big silver. And then back to our little spacer. All right. So there is our very festive looking piece so far. Let's keep on going. We have our little white one, our red one, our smaller green, even if you don't get the bead box, you guys, you can go through your stash and see what you have. You can even do a lariat out of like one end of like a toggle clasp if you wanted to. Those work fantastic. So you don't have to have the same exact things that I have, but if you did want to get the Bargain Bead box, it is truly one of the best values out there. If you do want to get that sent to your home, it's like $22.99 a month, and it comes shipped directly to your home. I have a link and a coupon code for you to save $2 off your first subscription box in the description of this video. And so you'll save $2 off your first one, and then you also get a coupon code in your box that is good for the entire month for you to use as often or as little as you like. You can end up getting some really great deals. A lot of times they come out with companion boxes of things that go great with the box that you already got for that month. Sometimes they do some like mini collections. I've gotten those a few times and I absolutely love them. They're constantly pouring out the great deals. So it's definitely something that if you wanted to check into, you absolutely could. So now, because we are limited on some of these bigger beads, we're going to not do one of the bigger beads right now. We're just going to pick up our pattern where it left off. So we'll go to this little white one, red, green. I might have to dig in my stash and see if I have more of these bead caps. I'm pretty sure I do. And we're gonna skip the big ones for like a couple rounds here, because now we're coming up to the top and back part of the necklace. So I think those bigger special beads probably, you know, they wouldn't really be seen. So we want to save those for the front of our necklace where you would end up seeing it. Okay. So here we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to end up just doing a couple more. So I'm going to do one more without the big pretty decorative bead, and then we are going to do one more with it, and then we're going to slide this through and finish beading. You guys went out. Cheetos, you went out. I don't know what you are doing. Okay. He is being such a stinker, you guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know what is up with him today. He is being a little turd. All right. There we go. Love him to pieces, but he is a stinker. But you know, it's so funny. Even if your pets are like little stinkers, when you see them sleep, and it's just like when you have like small children, you see them sleep, you're like, oh, what a little angel. And you know darn well in an hour when that small child or that cat or dog wakes up, your world is going to be rocked by that. I guess it just makes it even more fun and interesting though. So it's all good. All right. So now since we're here, let's go ahead and do one more of the, we want to do the metal bead. Get in there. these hollow metal beads are like really hard to bead sometimes. We're gonna use our last green one here. Use this other metal bead. And our little metal bead. And hold on one second, I'm gonna see if I have more of those bead caps. I think I do, but I'm gonna double check. Okay, I did find some more, so that's awesome. Let's go ahead and do one more little segment for what we're making. Was that you, Miss Lucy? Are you playing with the bag? All right, put our bead cap on. Let's do our pretty mermaid bead. And I think what we'll do is we'll end up making a pair of earrings too. I think that would be fun to do. So we'll make a pair of earrings with this. We need a larger bead here. Another one of our mermaid beads. Bead cap. And small one. There we go. Fantastic. All right. So now that we have that, I want to first make sure this is going to like fit over a head. Let's go down a little bit further. We're going to do one more little segment before we go down more. So let's do our other big pretty red bead. What you doing, Lucy? Let's do this one. Yeah, I did that right. Okay. All right. And then I think we'll do one more of our segments too, just to be on the safe side. It's not gonna be a super long lariat, but I make them, I've made some that were really long, but I do like the ones that are a little bit shorter even too. And I will end up showing you another way I make kind of like a lariat style necklace eventually here, probably in the next couple videos, just so you can see that there's other options. I made one for my mom like that. It doesn't, you could just kind of like flop the one end over the other, and it's like a scarf in a way. And she actually wore it to church today, and she got a lot of compliments on it. So I made that probably well over a year ago, and so it's kind of nice in case people don't have the time to go through like the whole library of things to revisit some of these designs, and just with different beads. So I think that's something that I will be doing here in the near future, because that's something that's also a fantastic gift to give. All right, so now I'm sure this is plenty. Let me just pick it up and do like a little check here. Oh yeah. Okay. Plus we're going to keep up with some small beads here. So what you're going to want to do is put this through, and you're going to run, you see some of these small beads will fit through here, but it won't go all the way up because you have larger beads. We kind of want to do the same thing on this end. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to see if I have more. Do I have more of those bead caps? I feel like when I bought them, I bought a ton of them, and I just never used them, and I don't know why, because they're really, really pretty. Yep, there's one. There's one. So I am like the worst. One day I will like go through my bead caps and get them sorted, because right now they're not. And I think those might be my last two like that, which is fine because we can do some smaller sizes. Oh wait, no, I'm just kidding. Oh, look over here in this other mismatched pile of bead caps, I have more. Oh, you know, this is one of those things, like I need to have one of my nieces come over and I can pay her like, you know, $10 just to like sort through my bead caps. All right. 10 or 20. I'd probably actually have to give her like 20 because, you know, they're kind of a mess, you guys. All right, so let's make another one of our segments. So we will still have like a couple of small beads here. As a matter of fact, we're going to extend that just a little bit more, and we will do double these spacers like this, just to give it a little more length with the small beads. Oh, maybe let's, you know what, let's do, I only have a few left, so let's do 3 of the metal ones. And then let's go back to our little design here. I just want a piece long enough to give it like that extra like inch and a half to like slide through there. That's why I'm doing that. There's nothing worse than making a lariat necklace and realizing it won't fit over your head. And you're like, oh, well, that's great. So it's like, now what do I do? All right, so now we can finish this. And we still have a lot of beads left over, you guys. These designs use a lot of beads, but I mean, the generosity of the beads in this subscription box is unbelievable. And a red. Then a white. And then a silver. And I think this is where we're going to say we're done. So we can go ahead and I'm going to throw on my crimp. And I'm just going to let it fall down to the bottom here, okay? And I'm going to make sure my necklace is all like, yeah, gravity has worked, it's magic. And we're just going to use our flat nose pliers here. I need to create a little bit of a space though because of I'm using this to put on the end. All right, let's test it out. Make sure it's not going anywhere, and it's not. Good deal. Let's get our cutters. You just cut some of that off. There we go. And then I'm going to take my little clamshell end here and stick that on, and then use our pliers. You know, we had issues with this before, so let me hold it right. If you guys remember, I had like issues with this before. All right, and then pull that. I feel like I need one more hand. Who's got an extra hand they can lend me for a minute? Okay, and now that is on there, nice and snug. We can take our little tassel. Now, it's up to you whether or not you even want to do a tassel. You may not want to do a tassel. I like tassels, so I wanted to do a little tassel. So we have our little tassel here, and now we can hang some things on it. So I had one of these little sparkly beads left, just one. So we're going to use that. Let me get some jump rings here. Hi, Miss Lucy. What are you doing, baby girl? What you doing? You watching, Mama? So we need a couple jump rings for our little holly berries, holly berry leaves. And we're going to just open these up and put them on one of our chains. I hope hope you guys had a great weekend. I have a short week this week and a short week next week. So this week is Thanksgiving on Thursday, so I only work till Wednesday, and then I'm off for 4 days. On Friday, my daughter and I usually go shopping together in the morning and try to just check off some things off our list of things to get for people. I will be making a trip to Joann's because there's a few things I need to get there for some upcoming gift giving, which I'm going to be filming for you guys. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And then her and I usually stop and have lunch somewhere. And, you know, of course we have to stop in the morning at Starbucks. We get like a breakfast and a coffee, and it's fantastic. I mean, we have like the most glorious day. We really do. All right, so we have 2 of these little snowflakes, but I also want to use a couple little beads. So I think what we'll do is, let's use one of these really pretty sparkly ones. And then let's also use one of the smaller green ones with maybe that. And then we have 2 snowflakes. I think that sounds like a good plan. Oop, first thing we gotta do is we're gonna need to put this little spacer on because these slide right through a ball head pin. All right, so what we're gonna do with this is we're going to just wire wrap loop it right onto the chain. I have some really fun upcoming craft ideas for you guys for the holidays. I think you're gonna be super excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Oops. All right, so I hang on to that. And then grab my other pliers and let's do our little wire wrap loop right here. There we go. Let's trim that off. If you just heard my stomach growl, I'm so sorry. I apparently must be hungry for lunch. It was loud. I could hear it. All right. I have white chicken chili in the crock pot for dinner. So that should be good on a nice cold day, cold, gloomy looking day. I have gotten to the point where I don't even follow a recipe for white chicken chili anymore. I've made it so often and I just kind of do my own thing and it turns out so good. It's so funny because it's just like regular chili. Because I don't know too many people who actually follow a recipe for their chili. They just kind of like, they know what they like and they just dump it, you know? And it works out so good, but it's different every time. And that's what makes it really interesting, is because like my chili or my husband's chili or my white chicken chili never tastes the same twice. And I'm like, but every time I eat it, it still tastes amazing. So I don't know how that works out, but I'm not a chef by any means, but I do really enjoy both chilies. They're so good. So funny how I end up with only one of those little tiny triangle beads left. And I'm like, well, I guess we're going to use it right here. No beads left behind. I heard somebody say that the other day. I don't remember who said it. Oh man, I don't know who said it, but I was laughing because I'm like, yep, isn't that the truth? No beads left behind. It might have been Becky Foster who said it. And I think maybe she said it on something, which was amazing. I love Becky. She's so fun to watch, and she has such cute ideas too and everything, and she's one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites, and she's one of them. All right. We are good with our necklace, you guys. And now we can just make a cute little pair of earrings to go with it. Let me hold it up for you. Get it situated. Here we go. Okay, so here is our lariat necklace. I think that's going to be really cute. All right, so we're going to put that one aside, and let's focus on a pair of earrings. I'm going to grab some ear wires, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I have a couple ear wires here. I also went and grabbed another couple of these little holly berry charms because they're really adorable. I have my little piece that we used before. I have a couple head pins here too. I don't know if we'll need them or not, but we have them, and I have some jump rings in case we need those too. All right, so we don't need this little silver guy. He's gonna end up going in bead soup probably. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is, I really would like to continue to use these. So let's do, we're gonna make like a pair of like little linked earrings here. So let's do this. All right, that'll look pretty. And let's go ahead and cut this one here. We're gonna make our one of them first, and like our little prototype. Whoops. Our little loop. And we'll want one of these. I definitely know that I am going to want to use one of these really pretty sparkly ones. And then let's use a smaller green one. So first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna prepare this to be like a little eye pin. There we go. Let's find one of our small ones, a little 6mm. Okay, I think this is what I want to do. All right, so I think what I want is this one on top, then this big pretty white one in between. Oh, those are cutters in between. Then our red sparkly one on the bottom with our little holly berry hanging from that. Just a really simple pair of earrings, something that somewhat mimics our lariat necklace. And then from our green one, we can hang our ear wire. So just like that. And it does match our little necklace. Don't need those, I guess. All right. So next, let's do the other one. So we need our small bead. Need our bead cap. I have one mermaid bead left, you guys. Don't know what's going to happen with that. roll that back. I'm sure I'll figure out something to do with that one Lonely Little Mermaid bead. All right, and then let's do, I wonder if this will be enough room for our bigger red one. There we go. It might be. Oh, I'm only gonna have one red sparkly one left. Okay, I got one and one. I have a feeling those are going to have to be part of a bracelet or something. I just cut my cuticle. All right, we got that. I'm going to save that one. Let's make our little loop for our green one. All right, and let's put all this together. So we have our ear wire. Then we have our big pretty mermaid bead. Then we have our red sparkly bead. Whoop. And then our little holly berry. Cute, cute, cute. All right, there is our cute little Christmas earrings. Very adorable. And our lariat necklace that matches with our earrings. So I think that looks great. All right, hold on guys. I will try it on for you. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, here is our festive lariat, and I think it turned out really cute. A little playing around with it there, but the tassel is a little bit longer, but it's not so long, but I think it lays really nice. It just slips over your head pretty easily. You do have a couple little, about 1.5 inches of play here to go over your head. So if you have your hair done or something and you don't want to mess it up, it will come over a little bit. And then here's our really cute little dangly earrings that match our necklace. So this is like probably the matchiest I've ever been from earrings to a necklace in my life. So I hope you guys really had fun with this one. I'm going to be doing another lariat necklace soon. It's just going to be a little bit different style, more of like the scarf style. So in case you didn't see the one I did like a year ago, there's going to be another one for you. So I will be back soon and I will show you that one. I love you all and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.